Hello lovelies, welcome back to Alake Oge YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, I'll be showing us how to make this double ruffle skirt. It's a long double ruffle skirt. So if you're interested in learning how to make this, please continue to watch this tutorial. If you're new here, please kindly subscribe and also click on the notification bell. And to all my subscribers, thank you very much. I appreciate you. So the skirt is in two pieces. We have the waist to the knee and from the knee to the hem. So these are the measurements again to need right there on the screen. So here's the fabric that I'll be using for this. So I have this fabric on fold. I folded it into two. So I'm just going to be measuring from the waist. So you need your waist to the knee measurement and your waist to the hip. So here's my fabric here. So now I'll be marking ½ inch away. I'll be joining this to the body. So I'll mark ½ inch away. From the ½ inch, I'm going to mark my waist to the hip measurement. So my waist to the hip measurement is 8 inches. Please make sure you use yours, or if you're making it for your clients, you use your clients. So now the next thing I'm going to do is on the waistline there at the upper part of the fabric, I'm going to measure cut out my waist circumference. My waist is 28, so 28 divided by 4 equals to 7 plus 1 inch for seam allowance. That's why I mark 8 inches there. And on the hip right there, I mark cut out my hip circumference. My hip circumference is 36, so 36 divided by 4 equals to 9 plus 1 inch for seam allowance. That's why I marked 10 inches there. Then at the hem, I marked 10 inches on the hip line, so I'm marking 8 inches here. Why? Is because I really want this to pencil in very well, so that's why I use 2 inches to make the pencil effect. But if you don't want yours to be penciled like this, you can use 2 inches or your 1 inches or 1.5. Then at the upper part there, at the waistline, I come in by 1 inch in order to create the slope at the waist area. Then right there, I'm just going to cut off the excess fabric. If you can make your simple skirt, pencil skirts, then you just go ahead and do that. I'm just going to show us the entire process of making this skirt. So at the upper part there, I just trim off the part there. So this is how I'm going to make our pencil skirt, and then I'll cut for the back too. So I'm checking if this fabric will be enough for this, and it will definitely be enough. So I have 1 inch away at the center, which will serve as the zipper allowance. So right now I'm just going to go ahead and mark ½ inch away, just like I mark ½ inch away the other time. Then from the ½ inch away, I mark 8 inches. That's my waist to the hip measurement, and I'm just going to roll straight down like that. So at the center there, I told us that there will be zipper allowance there, so I will mark ½ inch, 1 inch away for the zipper allowance. This is important, though there will still be alteration on the zipper allowance, but I'm just marking it now in order to have that away. So right now, I didn't add that to the front. So if you want to add that to the front, you can do that. But for the front, I don't add that. I don't always add that to my skirt. But here, this is the back. I'll be adding that, and there will be 2 dots at the back. That's for the back sway. So I mark 8.5 right there, and on the hip I mark 10 inches. Why I mark 8.5, I'll be explaining as we go on in the course of the video. So right now at the hem right here, I use 2 inches to pencil in the skirt at the front. So that means for the back here, I will divide that 2 inches into 2. That means I'll be using 1 inch on this side and 1 inch on the other side. I hope you understand. If you've not watched how to draft a pencil skirt, I'm going to link the video down in the description box, so I can go ahead and watch the detailed tutorial on how to draft a pencil skirt. That will really help you to understand. So right now I'm going to be marking my darts. For my dart, I will be using my ball span of 7 inches. 7 divided by 2 equals 3.5. That's why I mark 3.5, and I'll be marking 1 inch for my dart, half inch on both sides. I'm just going to connect that. I added 1.5 for the dart here, so I'll just take the rest of the ½ inch on this other side. So this is the second half inch that I'm taking. So this is the back sway. So right now the next thing I'll do is just to remark my zipper allowance. So from the new line that I marked there, that is where my zipper allowance will start from. I hope you understand this. So I'm just going to go ahead and mark my zipper allowance. So I'm still marking my zipper allowance here. So this is all for the making of the pencil skirt. So I'll trim off the excess fabric that I have right here. I'm just going to trim it off. So I'll just finish trimming this off right there. So this is the back, and I'll just bring my front. So I'm going to notch the dart area there. So I've notched the dart area. And I'll get my bag. So I'll use this pattern here, this fabric, to cut the lining, and I will join the lining to the fabric and show you the rest of the sewing process. So right here I've already joined lining to the fabric, and also I've taken in my darts allowance. I've taken in my darts already. So this is the back. I've taken in the darts already there and joined the lining. So I'm going to join it together at the zipper area right there, and I'm going to get my front already. So my front too, I've joined the lining to this. So just join your lining to your fabric like that, or you just use your finishing method, any finishing method that you want to use. So I'm going to put this together by the side and join it. So I'm going to go ahead and join this by the side. Make sure you take in your necessary allowance that you added. So I'm going to go ahead and join this and show us. So right here I've already joined the fabric together by the side already. Here is it. So I've joined this together by this side, taking in the necessary allowance in. So right now the next thing I'm going to join is the first ruffle. So to get your ruffle, just measure the amount of the length of your ruffle. So I'm going to get my own ruffle here. So I've joined lining to the ruffle that I used. So before I join that, so I'll first mark out the line for my ruffle where I want it to pass through. So you're just going to mark this depending on how you want it to follow, but you can use how I did my too. So I go in by 3 inches to the back, then I just make a curve. I just curve in. Just watch how I'm going to make my curve of how the line. So this is how my ruffle is going to follow. So you can make yours like this, or you just follow any pattern that you want. So just make sure you just follow the right pattern that you want right here. So this is how I want my ruffle to follow. This is the first level of the ruffle. So I'm trying to check if everything is in place, if I like this. So this is how it looks like right now. So this is where the ruffle is going to follow. So this is where it's going to follow like that. So I'll just get my fabric now. So before I get my fabric, I'll measure what I have there, the line that I marked there. So whatever you have there, you're going to multiply that by 3. So I have about 30 inches there, so I'm multiplying that by 3, that's 90 inches. So the length of the fabric that I'll be using is 90 inches, and the width is 9 inches. And for that, I've joined my lining, and I also joined crinoline. Can you see the crinoline there? I joined crinoline at the hem, and I joined the fabric to the lining. And just the way I'm showing us, that's the line I'm going to follow to create my ruffles. So just place your fabric like this, just the way I'm showing us right now, and you're just going to go ahead and create your ruffles following the line that you marked. Make sure you use your chalk or your fabric pen to create your line, and you're going to follow that line to make your ruffles. So just make sure you follow the line how I showed us. So I'm just going to go ahead and do exactly what I've shown us right now. So make sure you go ahead and do that. Follow your line, the line that you mark on your fabric, and I'll come back to show us. So this is right here. So this is how it looks like right now. So I multiplied the total number of what I got by 3, and this is the amount. So this, can you see the fullness of this? This is so beautiful. I like this. So this is how it looks really now. Can you see? So the Creolini at the end really gave it a wavy effect. So that's it. The Creolini gives it structure at the hem. So that's why it's important to add Creolini. But if you don't have Creolini, you can just go ahead and use your lining alone to cover up your fabric. Or if your fabric you're using does not need lining, you can still go ahead and just use your fabric alone. So just do whatever you want. Sewing is fun. You can just do whatever you want to do. So for the ruffle at the hem, here is the fabric I'll be using. So now, if the length of your skirt is 40 inches and your waist to knee is 20 inches, that means the length of your second ruffle will be 20 inches. So that's why you're going to calculate the amount. So right now, this is the fabric I'll be using. So I measured round the hem of the skirt at the knee. So what I got there, I multiplied that by 3. So that's the total length of the fabric that I have there. So I'm just going to place this on the hem of at the knee line of the skirt here, the pencil skirt. I'm going to be placing the fabric the right side facing the right side, and I'm just going to go ahead and create my ruffles. So can you see how I'm placing it right here? So I'll place it right there and create my ruffles. Then after creating my ruffles, I'm just going to go ahead and join it together at the back, and I will add my zipper. And that is all for the making of this skirt. If you are making a gown like mine, you can just add it to your gown and add your zipper, and that is all. You join it together at the hem. So here is my skirt. Can you see how beautiful it's looking like? So this is how beautiful the skirt is. So thank you very much for watching this tutorial. If you're new here and you've not subscribed, please kindly subscribe, share, comment, and also like this video. Thank you for watching. Catch you in my next tutorial. Bye.